Those tulips are gorgeous.
Oh, well, they're from the Korean deli up on Smith Street. You know, the one on the corner.
Yes.
Well, they come direct from Holland every morning. $40 for a bunch of 50.
Really?
Yes, that one on the corner.
Yes.
So this clafouti, it's your mother's?
Well, the recipe is my mother's, but Ronnie made this one.
Oh, well, your mother doesn't mix pears and apples.
No.
Well, the poor thing has to have an operation.
Oh, really? What for?
For a knee.
They're going to insert a rotatable prosthesis made of polyethylene and metal. She's wondering what's going to be left of it once she's cremated.
Oh, don't be horrible.
But she refuses to be buried next to my father. She wants to be cremated and placed in an urn next to my mother, who's all on her own in Florida. 2 urns looking out to sea, trying to get a word in edgewise.
Well, so what does Benjamin think about it? How does he feel about the situation?
He's not saying much. I think he's still in shock.
Oh, but he does know that he's disfigured his playmate.
No! No! He does not understand that he's disfigured his playmate.
Alan, why are you saying that? He understands very well.
He knows he's behaved like a thug. Now, he does not understand that he's disfigured his playmate.
Oh, well, he has disfigured his playmate. Come back at 5 and you can have a look at his face and teeth.
Temporarily disfigured.
The swelling on the lip will go down. As for the teeth, take him to the best dentist. I'm willing to chip in whatever it
That's
is.
what the insurance is for. What we want is for the boys to make up so that this sort of thing never happens again.
Yes, let's arrange a meeting.
Yes, that's the answer.
Should we be there?
They don't need to be coached. Just let them do it man to man.
Man to man? Alan, don't be ridiculous. But that being said, I don't think we necessarily have to be there. We probably shouldn't be, right?
Well, the question isn't whether we should be there or not be there. The question is, do they want to talk about it? Do they want to have a discussion?
Henry wants to.
Well, Benjamin. What about Benjamin? Oh, extraordinary thing to say.
I'm going to throw up.
No, you're not. You're not going to throw up.
Yes, I am.
Would you like to use the bathroom?
There's no one forcing you to stay.
No one's forcing him to stay.
I'm feeling dizzy.
Stare at a fixed point. Stare at a fixed point. Woof, woof.
Don't touch me, leave me alone.
She would be better off in the back.
Well, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom if you have to throw up.
Give her some Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, you don't suppose it could be the clafouti?
No, it was made yesterday.
Don't touch me.
Calm down.
Let's not get worked up over nothing.
It's not over nothing. According to my husband, everything to do with the house, school, garden is my department.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because it's deathly. All of it is deathly.
Oh, if it's so deadly, then why have children in the first place?
Maybe Benjamin senses your lack of interest.
What's lack of interest?
You just said. Oh, look at the dishpan. Look at the dishpan.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom? Woof, woof. This is ridiculous.
It's like your suit ain't right? But I can't deal with this bullshit anymore. I am not a member of polite society. What I am, and always have been, is a fucking Neanderthal.
Yeah, aren't we all?
No, we're not fucking Neanderthals.
Not you, obviously.
No, not me, thank
Not
God.
you, Darjean, not you. You are a fully evolved woman. You are stain resistant.
Oh, why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. Quite the opposite.
You're attacking me. You know you are.
You organized this little shindig. I just let myself be recruited.
Will you let yourself be recruited? That's detestable.
Not at all. You stand up for civilization. That's completely your credit.
Well, exactly. I stand up for civilization, and there are lucky that there are people out there who are willing to do that. You think it's better to be a fucking Neanderthal?
Come on.
But is it normal to criticize someone who isn't a fucking Neanderthal? I forbid you to stand in any kind of judgment over our relationship.
Then don't stand in judgment over my son.
That has nothing to do with it. Your son injured ours.
They're kids. They're young. Kids have always given each other a good beating on the playground. It's a law of life.
No, it isn't.
Of course it is. Kids go through an apprenticeship before violence gives way to what's right. Now, originally, I remind you, might was right.
Oh, maybe at prehistoric times, but not in this society.
No, then explain our society.
Oh, you're exhausting. This conversation is exhausting me.
You know what, Veronica? I believe in the god of Carnage. Now, he has ruled uninterruptedly since the dawn of time. Now you're interested in Africa, aren't you? Feeling better?
Don't worry about me.
I am worried.
Everything is fine.
As a matter of fact, I just came back from the Congo. There, kids are taught to kill by the time they're 8 years old. During their childhood, they may kill hundreds with a machete, a kalash, a thump gun. So you'll have to understand that when my son picks up a bamboo rod, hits his playmate in the face, breaks a tooth or even two in Cobble Hill Park, I'm less likely to be susceptible than you are to horror and indignation.
You're wrong.
A thump gun!
ICC has already conducted an inquiry on Darfur.
But you don't think I don't already know that?
Don't get us started on that, for God's sake.
Michael!
You know what? I'm starting to like you.
I'm sorry. I don't doubt that I'm the only one of us that's not feeling rather pleasantly serene. In fact, I'm so unhappy. I think this is the unhappiest day of my life.
Drinking always makes you unhappy.
Michael, every single word that comes out of your mouth is destroying me. A mouthful of that shitty rum, and you're waving it around to the congregation as if it's the Shroud of Turin!
I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so you're saying that my son Henry, whom I'm obliged to give 2 extra strength Tylenol last night, is in the wrong!
Well, he's not necessarily innocent!
Fuck off! Oh, I've had entirely enough of you. Fuck
Alan,
Hell! Where does this lecture come from? What do I have to give a fuck about what you like about women?
Oh, she's yelling! She's yelling like a stuffed pig.
What about her? Doesn't she yell when she said when she had done well for that little bastard to clout our son?
Oh, yes, he did do well. At least my son's not a sniveling little faggot.
Well, yours is a snitch. Is that any better?
Let's get out of here, Alan. What are we doing staying in this dump? And this is what I think of your pathetic flowers. Your hideous tulips. Ah, This is the unhappiest day of my life, too.
For hours. Have I been here for half an hour? I came here with a simple question. What the hell happened? I thought this would be largely a transactional exchange. I ask, you give. Even, well, correct me if I'm wrong, you have 2 years of professional experience. I would assume that even if the circumstances around my son's suspension were charged, let's say, by the fact of his death, I would expect the reason for his suspension to come up within the first half hour of conversation. I don't know what happened. I've been sitting here playing guessing games with you. Have I been here for half an hour? You'd know. You keep checking your phone when you think I'm not looking at you. Am I interrupting something? You're waiting for a call. If there's something more important, by all means. I don't want to wait for the principal. I don't believe she's coming.
That's not fair. That is not fair.
Read it to me.
I can't do that.
Please read it to
I
me.
know you're angry with me. I can't imagine how angry you must be with me and you want to punish me. I'm not going to. I'm very sorry. I don't think I could form the words. It
I
offends
want you
me.
to.
You don't have the high ground here. I'm sorry, my whole heart goes out to you, but you don't have the right to make me do something like that.
Unpleasant. I need
You don't have the high ground
need
here.
you to.
I don't know what went on in your house.
Okay.
Whenever you left my classroom, my responsibility ended, and this is not a product of my classroom.
I can't read it.
You learned this in your house.
I can't read it.
As bad as all that. As facing what you did.
I need you to do this. I can't read his handwriting without seeing his suicide note in my hands.
I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand now. He was going to pass this around. He was passing this around to the other children. I can't imagine how you must feel having to hear this. I can't imagine how it feels, and I know that at heart this wasn't all there was to him. Wow. It's hard to stomach. I know. I'm sorry.
This is.
I don't think this is all there was to
It's
him.
magnificent. This is wonderful writing. Strong, fearless, fierce, brave, cruel, remarkable.
I have a responsibility to my students to protect them.
From what?
From things like this, damaging things.
poetry?
Hate-filled, poisonous attacks.
Oh, God.
He was passing this around to a room full of children.
What do you think children
I know
are?
what children are. I work with them, for them, every day.
All right, what are they?
They're fragile.
Fragile? Bullshit. Children are not fragile. They're stronger than any of us.
That's not true.
Yes, it is true. You want children to be something they aren't.
Protected.
Innocent. That is some ridiculous Victorian-era idea that we've inherited about childhood. That children are innocent and pure, that they want to be that way, to stay that way. Childhood is not a suspended state of innocence. It's the condition of rapidly losing innocence.
You asked me what
you
I
can't
expected
stop
you
that.
would be like.
You shouldn't want to stop that.
Yes.
Have you heard of the Marquis de Sade?
I don't see the relevance.
But surely you've heard of him.
We don't teach him here.
Yes, but surely you've heard
I've heard of him.
Was he a genius?
I don't think your son was a tortured genius.
Yes, but
in
he's
his spell.
been studied for hundreds of years.
I
He's
think
in
something
libraries,
was wrong
except where he's
in his
censored
life.
by people with limited
Maybe he's
imagination.
been hurt.
Who the hell are you to tell my son what to write about?
His teacher.
What were you teaching him? How to disappear into some mold you wanted to pour him into?
This decision was not about him. It was about the other students and their well-being.
You heard of the Marquis de Sade.
God.
That's probably a yes.
God.
Did you enjoy it?
This is a 5th grade classroom.
This is a small box